The Telling Room is a nonprofit in Portland with a distinctive mission. It aims to empower young people through writing and sharing their voices with the world. It has a special event coming up, and with us here to talk about it, Christina Powell, the executive director from the Telling Room. Thanks so much for coming in. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
So a lot of people are familiar with the Telling Room because it's not a new organization. You've been around for a while, but I just explained sort of the mission. Is that a pretty accurate description? Is that what you're still trying to do, or has the mission sort of evolved over the years?
No, I think that that's still really accurate. We believe that youth voices and stories are powerful and that they should be given just as much care and intention as we do with professional published adult authors.
In a digital age when so much of our communication is done on a little screen with emojis, with phrases, with exclamation points, are young people still interested in writing?
I think they really are, right? Because it's not just about pencil to paper, which we do still use at the Telling Room, but it's really about how do you find and establish who you are and be able to communicate and share that with other people. So be that, you know, your opinions or your beliefs or the embodiment of what you're thinking and feeling.
Why do you still use pencil to paper?
There's something really tactile, I think, right, about that physical action, and so we think that that's really important. But we do also, students are using, you know, computers for longer pieces, just as they do in classrooms.
As we said, you've got a big event coming up. It's on May 9th at the State Theater in Portland. It's called Show and Tell. What is it?
It is a literary spectacular. It is a variety show that celebrates, you know, storytelling in all of its various, you know, forms and ideas. And so we'll have professional published authors, we'll have Telling Room alums, as we always do, special musical guests as well, and looking at all different types of stories that can be told.
This is a big fundraiser that you've had every year for 5 years now,
Yes.
Is that right? But this is special this year because you've had a break because of the pandemic. So you haven't been able to do this for the past 2 years?
Yeah, we haven't been back, and so we'll be live and in person again this year, returning to the State Theater.
The students who've passed through the program have a pretty impressive record. You brought in with you a couple of books that were written by students who were either in the program or have graduated from the Telling Room, is that right?
Yes, that's correct, yeah.
How many students now have gone through the Telling Room, roughly?
Gosh, well, we serve approximately 3,000 students annually, and we'll be starting our 18th year. So if I could do that quick math, then I would.
One of the cool things that the Telling Room has had happen in its history was the Zoom call that former President Barack Obama did with the students.
Best wishes, Barack Obama.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm gonna cry.
What? Have you always liked everything you write?
No. Sometimes I write, most of the time I write something and I say, this is stupid.
When you look at that video, and I've looked at it numerous times, it still never fails to touch me. What do people say to you and to others from the organization about that day?
Well, I would say internally that there was a lot to be happening, right? A lot of jitters, but also then a lot of like palpable excitement and joy. And to have sort of that stage and that level of recognition, it's really important for us to have students understand that they should feel empowered, which I think they do. And that was one of those examples and moments where their stories, their voices were being elevated in that way, to be able to have an opportunity and an audience with former President Barack Obama.
And the Telling Room has always reached out to students who don't have some of the advantages that other students do. A lot of your students come from immigrant families, the LGBTQ community. You're trying to really give these kids a voice.
Yeah, I think it's really important for us, that element of access and opportunity. And so our programs are free after school, and we want to make sure that there aren't limits to students being able, who want to come in, who want to be writing and sharing, to be able to join us.
It's all happening May 9th at the State Theater, Show and Tell. Christina, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
If you'd like more information on the Show and Tell event, we've got that. Just head to the 207 section of our website or app. More information as well, of course, on the Telling Room and its programs. Stay with us. We'll return right after this.